Hello and welcome back. Not welcome back, this is going to be the first video, but welcome to Diney's little book club thing. So I wanted to do this to share my love for books, just reading. I find it very relaxing. And I want to, just show my books, talk about the books that I've read recently. Those are my guinea pigs, you can hear them. But yeah, so just books. The first book, this series, Heartstopper by Alice Oseman, I think is how you say it, Oseman. But I am obsessed with this little series. I'm on book, I've just finished the third volume. This is volume 1, actually. This is Nick and Charlie. It's a nice LGBT book of two boys. It says there, boy meets boy, boys become friends, boys fall in love. Charlie and Nick are at the same school, but they've never met, till one day when they're made to sit together. They quickly become friends, and soon Charlie is falling hard for Nick, even though he doesn't think he has a chance. But love works in surprising ways, and Nick is more interested in Charlie than either of them realise. There's more here. Just finished this one. I'll be getting volume 4 at some point. And there is a 5th one as well coming out. I'm not sure how many more, but it's like it's a comic style book. And it's so wholesome, so sweet, and I can relate to a lot of it. Yeah, Charlie's the little blockhead one, and Nick. Let me find. There they are. I'm very just so invested in the little love story. It's so cute. Let me find my favourite page. Oh, I love these two so much. There's a page in here that I love. So Nick starts, developing a crush on Charlie, and he doesn't know that he's into guys. And their relationship just develops across the books, and it's so wholesome. This book also, Charlie, he actually gets outed. Not in the book, but it talks about how he did. That's how people found out he was gay. It was him being outed. And that it talks about, him being bullied for it, and even in the books he's still bullied for it. this one, this was the page I was looking for. Nick, who didn't know he was gay until he met Charlie. Bi, actually. But he's searching it on my gay quizzes. How gay you are. Gay tests. How to tell if you're gay. He's up all night doing it. Oh, I remember doing this when I first started questioning my sexuality. You know? Favorite part. It's just it's so real. Yeah. Nick and Charlie. And some diary entries of this. Nick and Charlie. Yeah. So yeah. Heartstopper. Yeah. I don't know if I can explain how much more I love these books. And I can't wait to get the 4th volume. It's just too good. Yeah. I'll give you a quick look at the other ones as well. And this is volume 2. At this point, they're best friends. Nick knows Charlie's gay. Charlie is sure that Nick isn't. But love works in surprising ways. And yeah, it's more about Nick discovering kind of himself. Finally realising that, you know, he's not straight. And they kissed at the end of the last book. And Nick thinks he's ruined it. And so Nick goes to Charlie's. They're just so adorable. And they start going out here. And yeah, at the end, Nick comes out to his mum. Yeah. I'll leave it like that for now. I have to go to work. Although I wish I could just talk about these books forever. Yeah. So, a few days later, I'm going to carry on now with my books. Volume 3. Heartstopper. am so invested in these two. Their love story. I think I said that last time. Don't really know. Lots of LGBT representation. So nice to see. In such a pure way as well. So I'll be getting 4 soon. Yeah. My pride and joy. These books. And I want to show another queer book that's very different from Heartstopper. It's this. Obviously, depends on how you are and what you've kind of reclaimed. You might like the title, might not. This book is on the older side. What year did it come out? I can't remember now. First published in 1977, if you can see that. So obviously this is older. Probably wouldn't get many books written like this, or called this anymore. But the faggots and their friends between revolutions. I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, I underlined quite a lot. There's loads of different. I liked the little drawings in it. I know it was very different. I think if you look at some of the lines, the faggots helped me find my way back. Up here says, many of us feel afraid and alone. And how the faggots, they invite us to move closer to our own unruly selves. But it's a lot. I read this probably a year ago. I don't remember much of the story, even though I don't think that was the point of the book, storyline. But it's a lot, obviously, specifically about gay people and women kind of coming together and kind of fighting bad men and the government and stuff. This is one of my favourite ones. Let's drink to the old faggots who are there and help make this happen just by being there. Love that part. It says a lot. You know, past LGBT people, especially transgender people during Stonewall, really paved the way and helped us today. Still work to do, and we should continue. There's a lot of good stuff in here. stuff like that. The men would only cure diseases they themselves suffer from. A lot of truths in here. Yeah. This is a book that I'll be keeping. Not getting rid of this one. But I do recommend people have a look at it. Larry Mitchell, Ned Astor. Pretty sure I got this from Amazon, so I'll be able to find it there. Next up is another LGBT book of sorts. But again, very different from the other ones. And it's I Prefer Girls. I can't remember where I saw this for the first time. But I think it was on my reading list for a very long time before I actually picked it up. So I just loved the title and I loved the cover. Squitching. It's about a lesbian named Penny. And basically I hated it. I'm gonna be honest, the only good thing about it is that it's a lesbian book. Everything else about this book was awful. It is an old book. Copywritten 1963. But it's basically about Penny as she moves as this other lesbian that she's in some type of relationship with, but they treat each other really, really bad. And then she meets another girl, Bernice, who isn't a lesbian, and Penny just manipulates her. Who also, Bernice is engaged to a man, and Penny sees this as a competition thing and makes it her life purpose to get Bernice herself. And Penny is, well, I didn't like any of the characters, but Penny, who's the main one, I absolutely hated everything about her, which is hard to do. My self-esteem, not in a good way. Yeah, she's just an awful character, and the story was awful. There was nothing good about it, honestly. No empathy. Well, I don't know, but the fact that she just didn't want any orders. It's just a bit weird. She says, but thanking people is against my nature. She just is very hateful towards women. Yeah, and she's just a big liar. And it's awful LGBT representation. And apparently I read somewhere that Jesse Dumont is a man. can't remember if I looked that up or not, but I think it was a man, and it just makes so much more sense that this awful lesbian book was written by a man back in like the 1960s, whatever. The stereotypes and just the kind of hate from a lesbian towards other, not just lesbians, but other just women, you know. Well, I won't talk about it anymore. But yeah, I just did not like this book. And I would honestly, it's rare for me to say to not read a book. I would usually, even if I don't like a book, I'm like, oh, maybe you will, but this one was just terrible. Yeah. But it was a letdown. Because I think it looks like it has potential to be like a good, you know, like a sapphic story, but nope. So, The Diary of a Teenage Girl. Diary of a Teenage Girl. And this one, didn't like it. It had potential. It is about, what's her name, Minnie. Minnie there is a 15-year-old who begins a sexual relationship with her stepdad. And we'll him, who's in his 30s, so he, throughout the book, not only comics, he assaults her, even though, yeah, she's consenting, but she can't, she's 15. Yeah. But again, I just hated it on so many levels. I liked it. So it's like a diary format. But I usually don't like that style. But I found this easy to read. Like, I could flow through it nicely. But the story was... I mean, yeah, 15-year-old girl. And her stepdad, he was her stepdad. And yeah, he's fine with like their relationship is just wrong. And apart from that, Minnie is a terrible character. I did not like her. And I was hoping at the end, see that's him, that's her. I was hoping at the end we would see Minnie kind of grow up and mature and move on with her life, but she does not, and nothing really happens. It kind of just goes through this period of her life in a very mundane way, and then it just finishes. You get nothing else from the characters, nothing from the story. It just, yeah. So another disappointing read. There's a lot of trigger warnings with this one. It includes, obviously, essay, drugs, there's a small section about like pretty much eating disorders, which she's a bit a thing with food, so that comes up, and there's a lot of talk about body image. Yeah, it's just, it was something, and not a good something. Last one, you can see I just finished this one. Women Don't Owe You Pretty by Florence Given. I love the sound of this cover. I found myself reading it and like, you know, I love these type of hardbacks. And I just love the colours, and it's very pretty. I really liked it. There's as well trigger warnings for this book as well. It's mostly like a feminist book with LGBT as well, gender stuff. And for someone like me who's quite new to reading these type of books, it's a good start. The information was very basic. It was pretty easy to read. But I was hoping for a bit more. It's got good representation in it as well, different women across the book. I love these type of like illustrations. Read you. Life is too short not to learn the shit out of yourself. Yeah, I wish it could have. It's about 20 chapters. It definitely could have been 10. I felt like I was reading the same things over and over and over again. Which is obviously made it quite a slog to read. There were uncomfortable truths in it, like she points out here, contains explicit content and a load of uncomfortable truths, which was true. There were parts where I was reflecting on my own like behaviour and stuff, and it made me think about how I was going about my life, kind of thinking too much about other people, and, you know, needing to kind of step back. Yeah, so it did make me think, so I would, you know, suggest people read it. Protect your energy. Yeah, it's part about being LGBT as well. Maybe it's a girl crush. Maybe you're queer. Yeah. So I do have a vinted I'm selling most of these. Not that one. But the rest of them will be up. Where is it? FXJ. And then few of them up. I'll be putting more up as soon as I finish them. So, yeah, got those up already. So you can have a look if you would like. But yeah, definitely recommend. Absolute no. Absolute no. No wait. Did I just say no to that one? No. Yes. Yes. But it's June as well, it's Pride Month. And I didn't even realise that when I was doing this. But, yeah. So, books. I'll see you next, probably in like a couple of weeks when I finished quite a few more books. Let's see. I don't know what I'm going to do with the channel, it's really just want a diary to talk about books. I need to get ready for work. So, I will see you in a bit.